Good morning, guys. Today we are going to see a last concept of the syntax analysis. Is our starting last concept of that one, that is called ACT compiler. Okay, this previously we have seen when we go to the first page of the compiler lexical analysis, we have a automated tool is available for the lexical analyzer generator to generate the lexical analyzer. There is an automated tool called Lex tool is available. One Unix utility Lex tool is available. Similarly, when we come to the parsers also, we have seen various parsing techniques. All those are the manual. We have to take the grammar and we have to construct the parsing table and we have to do that thing. When we come to this one, the manual process is a time taking one. Is there any automated tool which can generate the syntax analyzer? That is the question. When we come to that question, yes, there is an automated tool which can generate the syntax analyzer similar to that of the lexical analyzer generator. Lex is an automated tool which can generate the lexical analyzer. Similarly, we have ACT tool is available which can generate the syntax analyzer automatically. The tool is called the ACT compiler can be used for generating the syntax analyzer automatically. We will briefly see about this one ACT now. See, what is this full form of this ACT? The full form of the ACT stands for yet another compiler. Y stands for yet. A stands for another C compiler. C another C also compiler. Yet another compiler. That is the full form of this ACT compiler. It is an Unix utility. That means this ACT compiler is available in the Unix environment. It will run in the Linux environment. Similar to the Lex tool, ACT is also a Unix environment utility. Okay, yet another compiler. ACT provides an automated tool to produce a parser for a given grammar. By using this ACT compiler, we can produce an automated. It can provide an automated tool to produce a parser for the given grammar. We can produce a parser by using this ACT compiler. Clear? Similar to Lex, here by using this ACT, we can produce a parser for a given grammar. When we come to this ACT program is designed to compile a LALR grammar. That means here which parsing technique will use means the ACT compiler will consider the ALR parsing technique. We have many parsing techniques are there. When we come to top down parsing is there, bottom up parsing is there. Among the bottom up also we have the operator shift reduce LR parsers. Among LR also we have 4 LR0, SLR, CALR, finally LALR. This ACT is a program designed to compile a LALR grammar. It will consider the grammar which is a LALR grammar. I think we know how to verify whether the given grammar is a LALR grammar or not. Previously, we have seen that one. Clear. If there is no conflicts in the parsing table, then we can say that grammar is a LALR grammar. First, we construct the LALR parsing table, and if there is no conflicts in the parsing table, that can then grammar is known as LALR grammar. Now, ACT is a program designed to compile a LALR grammar. ACT will take input as a LALR grammar. Okay, this ACT will produce the source code for the semantic and okay, this ACT will produce the source code of the syntactic analyzer of the language. Okay, this ACK compiler will produce the syntax analyzer source code. It will generate the source code of the syntax analyzer program. By using this LALR grammar, it will produce the source code of the syntax analyzer of the language produced by this LALR grammar. See, when we come to the ACK compiler, what is the input means? The production rules of the grammar is the input to the ACK compiler, and output is a C program, similar to the Lex2. Here also the output is a C program. The input of the ACK compiler is a rule or grammar, is a production rule of the given grammar, and the output is a C program. Now briefly we will see the parsing model. What is the parsing model of this grammar? We will briefly see about the parsing model of this one. Sorry guys, some signal problem is there. Okay, when we come to this parser generator model, we will see briefly about this one. What is this parser generator model? See, similar to the Lex, same thing. We will write the parser file by use whatever the grammar. By using the grammar, we will create a source file which is saved as .y. Okay, .y. Okay, we take the input file as x.y. Similarly, when we come to the lexical analyzer generator, lex tool, we are using .l. For the source file, we are taking .l. Okay, here we are storing the original file as .yx, where the x is the name of the file and y is the extension .y specification file. Okay, whatever the production rules or grammar is specified in the file x.y, then that y file will be given to the ACK compiler. Okay, with the option -d. I think now you have Unix running on, so you know the options also while compiling -d, -f, -a, like that. You know the options. Clear. Now the x.y specification file will be given to the ACK compiler with option -d. Then this ACK compiler will compile that x.y and it produce two output files, y.tab.c and y.tab.h. y.tab.c is a C programming file and y.tab.h is a header file. .h, it indicates that it is a header file. .c, that indicates it is a okay. This is a C file and this is a header file. Clear. y.tab.c and y.tab.h. Okay. The x.y file is given to the ACK compiler with the -d option. What is this x.y contains? The file x.y contains the production rules of the grammar. Already we know the input of the ACK compiler is the production rules. The production rules are specified in the x.y. Those will be compiled and generated by output files are y.tab.c and tab.h. What is this y. Given grammar? Okay, already we know syntax analyzer will take input from the lexical analyzer. The output of lexical analyzer tokens will be collected from the syntax from the lexical analyzer. The syntax analyzer will collect the tokens from the lexical analyzer. But first, those tokens will be stored in this y.tab.h. Okay, the write tab dot h will store all the tokens. Will store all the tokens. And what this tab.c contains? This tab.c contains the parsing table information of that production rule. Okay, it contains the parsing table information. Okay, tab.c contains the parsing table information of the x.3 production rules, and tab.h will contain the it contains all the tokens that are generated from the lexical analyzer. Then this tab.c, it is a C file, so it is given to the C compiler, GCC compiler, or some other compiler, C compiler, and the C compiler will produce a dot out executable file a dot out. This executable file is known as the parser. It is the syntax analyzer or parser. Okay, the tab.c contains the parsing table. Then that parsing table is given to the C compiler. Finally, executable a dot out will be created. That executable final executable file is nothing but the parser or the syntax analyzer. Now input tokens are given to this executable a dot out, and finally we will get the output of the syntax analysis. Clear? This is briefly the parser generated model. The x.y specification file is given to Yak compiler. It will produce y.tab.c and y.tab.h. y.tab.c contains the parsing table, and y.tab.h contains the list of tokens. Okay, now this y.tab.c is again given to the C compiler, which produces the executable file, C file. That executable C program is not C file is nothing but the parser or syntax analyzer. Okay, now input strings will be given to this one executable a dot out, and then it produces the output. Here the outputs are two types: the syntax analyzer, the parser. If the input strings are according to this one are accepted, then it will generate the syntax tree or derivation trees. Otherwise, it will generate an error. Clear? It will generate either syntax tree or it will generate error. The output of this syntax analyzer is either error or the syntax tree. If it is, if the I already we practiced many problems. If the input string is derived from the parsing table, it will generate a syntax tree. If it is not derived, it will generate an error. This is about the small concept that is called the Yak tool. Okay, so just concept and the last concept of the syntax analysis, that is Yak compiler. Okay, like Lex tool for the syntax and lexical analyzer, Yak tool is available for the syntax analyzer. Clear? This is about the last concept of the syntax analysis. Tomorrow onwards, we will start the semantic analysis. Clear? Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.